I am Michael Barbaro from the New York Times. For today, a new campaign poll from the Times in swing states that could determine the 2024 presidential race shows Donald Trump now leading President Biden across nearly the entire board. My colleague Nate Cohen says the results are less a reflection of Trump's growing strength than Biden's growing weaknesses. Monday, November 6. Michael, is always a pleasure. Nate. When this episode airs on Monday, we will be almost a year after the general election for the 2024 presidential race. A little less than a year. So this survey is well timed. Tell us about the scope of this latest installment of the New York Times political polling operation. We polled the 6 states we think are most likely to decide the presidency. Can you name them? Pennsylvania, Michigan, Wisconsin, Arizona, Georgia and Nevada. 5 of those 6 states flipped from Donald Trump 2016 to Joe Biden in 2020, deciding the election the president's favor. And just for listeners who might be wondering, because timing this poll results you're about to get to us do not capture impact war between Israel and Hamas. They do not measure anything like impact President Biden's strong support for Israel on voters. In these cases of oscillation, this is something we need to continue to monitor over time. So what exactly did this battlefield survey of 6 key states find? Top: Trump leads in 5 of 6 states. And if you put all the polls together, Trump led by an average of 4 percentage points, 48% to 44%. And because everyone always wonders about this, when we think about the margin of error, is that a big deal? Yes. It's a Trump led outside the margin of error, given the heavy precedent we have in all of these polls together. So this poll finds that Trump has a meaningful lead within a year in all the states likely to be responsible for determining who the next president is. Modest but meaningful. Okay, what does this poll reveal about why former President Donald Trump is so bullish in most of these states right now? I think it's probably best for the survey to reverse that formulation. Define this. Donald Trump is just weak in numbers he was 4 years ago. But Joe Biden has gone from being strong candidate to being a badly damaged candidate we talk about. An electability candidate. Think is too old to be president. Voters think he's not doing good job on the economy and are no longer thinks that they do not see it positively they did 4 years ago. Now let's consider them one by one. All are important. Starting from age. The poll shows voters overwhelmingly believe Joe Biden is too old to be president. More than 70% of voters in our poll agree that Joe Biden is too old to be an effective president. It is worth noting that we asked same question in the same states 3 years ago before last election. And at the time, only 30% of voters said Biden was too old. Wow. That's a big swing. This is a big swing. And